Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jan, and in this video I'm going to show you Russian groceries again. I made the video like this I think a year before, and this year I decided to make again the same video because I haven't been here in Russia for about a year and a half, and all the sanctions you might know about, I was so worried. Everybody was telling me, oh, it's like Russia doesn't have any products, there's no food, nothing there, prices went up, they're super high. So I was like really worried, really it's true or no. And of course I decided to go and check out the prices. I bought some food, and in this video I'm going to show you what the prices are, and that's it. So let's watch it. Okay, so let's start with bread. We have here, which is not just a typical bread. It's made from buckwheat flour, and it's about 300 grams, very nice and tasty. And this one costs 18 rubles, and which is, if we would say dollar is different prices right now, between 50 to 60 rubles per dollar. So that would be, if the dollar would be 50 rubles, so this would be about 50, even not 50, about 40, 30 cents roughly the price. Apples, this around 79 rubles per kilo, which is going to be roughly dollar something with some cents. So this is this particular type of apples, because the different apples would be different prices. So this big ones, big and red, this is about that price. So here we have this pelmeni, and one of my favorite dishes, which are dumplings with meat, and this is around 900 grams, and they cost about 86 rubles, which is roughly $1.50, let's say, something like this, about less than $2. This we call vareniki with cherry, which is also dumplings with cherries inside, which is really nice and very tasty. And so it's all frozen. This is 400 grams, and this costs around 44, 45 rubles, which is would be about probably about 80 cents. It's even less than $1. Next, it's kefir, we call, which is not very common in anywhere abroad. You can probably buy it in Polish or Russian shops, and I also like this. It's a kind of sour taste, sourish drink, which is made from milk. And so this one is about 500 grams and costs 24 rubles, which is again about 50 cents. So milk, here we have also different types, it's different productions, and this particular is 2.5 fat in it, and it's 1 liter, costs around 35 rubles per liter, which is again around 80-70 cents in dollars. And this is just a mineral water, and mineral water, which is 1.5 liters, and this bottle costs around 22 rubles, which is also around 50 cents. And so these products I bought in this supermarket, Ashan, and also that's the prices for the supermarket. And also the eggs I bought on the market, local market, and 10 would cost around 65 rubles, which is around $1 and few cents. So, or if the dollar is 60 rubles per dollar, that would be exactly $1. So about right. What do we have here? So we have butter, which is real butter, and 61%, and this one 180 grams roughly costs about 55 rubles, which is about $1 something, like $1 few cents. This is sour cream. It's quite big one, and it's also 20%, and 400 grams, about 58 rubles, which is also about $1 something, few cents. Here we have fish, which is in oil, 200 grams, and 41 rubles, which is about probably, let's say, 80 cents. So then we have little bread, and this one is about 10 rubles, roughly, let's say, what's about 10 cents something. And something, well, pomegranate we have here, and pomegranate is quite expensive because they don't grow everywhere in Russia, so in my area, so they have to bring them from the other warmer countries, and it's about 137 rubles, which is around a kilo, so which is around $2 per kilo. So pomegranate needs some vitamins. So potatoes, of course, everybody needs potatoes, and the potatoes around 19 rubles a kilo. For this particular type, was kind of red potatoes, you say. 19 rubles in these days, it's probably roughly about 50, probably 40 cents a kilo. So lemons, I like lemons, add them to tea, and 69 rubles a kilo, and which is also about $1 something, $1 few cents per kilo. Bananas, 49 rubles a kilo, again slightly less than $1, about 80 cents, it's kind of say, roughly 90 cents. Beetroot is quite popular in Russia, you know, we add it to soup, and our winter soup, and that is about 27 rubles a kilo, which is roughly about 50 cents a kilo. I don't know if you know about this. This is horseradish. I don't know if it's much popular. We add it like salads, doing different things, and that is 39, about 40 rubles a kilo, which is also roughly about 80 cents. And of course, in winter time in Russia, we love to have tangerines. They're nice and very sweet. And this type of tangerines, about 65 rubles a kilo, which is roughly $1, maybe a few cents per kilo. It depends. With dollars, changing exchange rate is different every day. So about this price. Okay, so here we have chicken. The price of the chicken is around 113 rubles per kilo, which is in dollars would be around $2 a kilo. Chicken legs also around 109, slightly cheaper than the chicken itself, so it's also roughly about $2 per kilo. So the meat itself is more expensive, of course, than the chicken. So this one I have, it's pork, and this roughly 280, about 300 rubles per kilo, which is in dollars would be around $4-5 per kilo. And of course beef would be more expensive, but would be probably about $6-7 a kilo. So this one's roughly from about the same shop. This one is from the market. It's different, would be roughly differences would be a few cents, maybe $1-2 difference in prices. Another bread you can see here, it's white bread, slightly more expensive than the one I was showing you before. It's light bread is more expensive. It's about 28 rubles, which is would be around 50 cents for this bread, for this type of bread. These are pickles. I really like pickles, and they would cost around 51 rubles for this jar, which is 700 grams. So that would be about 90 cents roughly. So next we love in Russia kalbasa. As you can see here, the kalbasa sausages, and these are from different shop, not from the ocean. This is from Magnet shop, we called. Also the mushrooms and tomatoes. So kalbasa, probably, you know, in your countries, in US and UK, you can find sausages, and this type of kind of sausage is usually probably find in Russian or Polish shops, and of course it's very popular in our countries. So for example, this kalbasa, you can see this particular type is roughly 101 ruble, which is how many grams here? I think 500 grams in this, and it's roughly $1.80 maybe something like this, slightly less than $2. But it's different types will be around $2, maybe up to $1.50, $3 per well, 500 grams, let's say. And also these sausages, these are quite nice ones, and also I think it's 500 grams, and the same around 130 rubles, which is about $2 for 500 grams. But this already cooked, so you can either eat it as it is, or sometimes you can fry it and add it to any salads, or eat it with anything else, with potatoes, pasta, just anything. So tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, these types, of course, they're slightly more expensive than the normal ones, and I like them as like they're hard and nice little tomatoes, which would be good for salads again. And they are about 88 rubles, which is I don't know how many grams in here. Can't see it, and I think it might be 250 grams, roughly 250 grams, and it is about $1.20, maybe $1.30. It's roughly slightly more than $1. And these mushrooms, I like them in jars, kind of what are they, pickled mushrooms you call them, and marinated mushrooms. These jars around, this one is 189 rubles, and this one is that one is 129 rubles, which is again roughly would be about $2 to $3 for a jar, which is 530 grams, and this one is 840 grams. I like this one's nice. They would go with mayonnaise. I add the mayonnaise to them, or add them to salads, and with mashed potatoes. Oh, that's like so nice and tasty. So that's all, guys. This is the prices at this moment in Russia for all these different types of products. The popular one which we usually eat, I like. Well, okay, that's it, guys, and I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Bye.